Basketball fans, welcome into Raptors Today. A happy new year to Sherm and Jonsey, your first show of the year. Gentlemen, how's the new year treating you so far?
It's great. I'm still here.
Okay.
Another day on the right side of the ditch, brother.
Okay, so last episode we had Eric Smith and Sherm's other best friend, I was going to call him Jonsey, Sherm's other best friend, Randy Urban, in the building. We got their take on the trade. So now, gentlemen.
That is not true.
Okay, no more best friends for Sherm. It's just you and Ashley.
People.
Me, myself, and I. All right.
All right.
That would be De La Soul, right?
Well, let's hear about your thoughts on the trade, your initial reaction. Where were you when it all went down?
I don't know where I was when, but
you were shopping.
I like it. I do like the trade. The Raptors get younger.
Yes.
And to me, the piece that I was really, really, really liking is Immanuel Quickley.
Yeah.
We know R.J. Barrett's going to be a good player. He's continuing to develop. We know what he does. Immanuel Quickley has the ability to take off. He's freer now. He's going to get opportunities. He's going to have the ball in his hands way more than he did in New York. And I know I've said this. I know we talked about this before we were on camera. He, to me, is what Tyrese Maxey was under James Harden with the inability to really explode. And we saw what happened with Tyrese Maxey, but Immanuel Quickley can shoot it. He can get to the basket. He has the awkward finishes, the different releases. He's got speed. The great neutralizer is speed, and he's learning and he's getting better. I just think that he is a huge, huge piece in this deal, and I think he's kind of the fulcrum of how this team has played over the last two games.
I was sitting at my computer getting ready for the Detroit game.
Yep.
And I got a phone call from our guy, Rick Mahorn in Detroit, who was doing NBA radio. And being Caribbean, he called me a cuss word and said, call the show. I said, why am I calling your show? He said, to talk about the trade.
You didn't even know at that point.
I'm like, trade? Dude, I'm deep into my notes. Toronto's playing Detroit tonight. Why aren't you? He goes, I'm on the show. Call me. We talk about the trade. Right away it was hit the refresh, Woj bomb.
Yeah.
And so, like Sherm, I felt that right away, that Immanuel Quickley, the Kentucky, all of that, I was calling him Tyrese Maxey light. And, you know, a lot of people looked at his offense, runner-up for sixth man of the year. And we know when you're a sixth man, you come off the bench, your job is to change the flow, give your team something that they didn't have, and most of the time it's on offense. And he will give you that as a starter now because let's face it, he can do everything Dennis Schroeder can. I think he's a better shooter.
Yep.
He is maybe not quite the playmaker as yet. And people talk about his defense. Well, he's got a different responsibility now in the starting lineup, being one of the primary defenders. And he doesn't have to worry about coming off the bench and getting his and changing the game. He's got different responsibilities. So I actually think you're going to see his defense get better. But this kid has such a high ceiling. I love the fact that there's a three-man young core with Scotty, RJ, and Immanuel. And right now, the old dude, Pascal, fits it very nicely. So you got some time here to see how it goes before. And everybody's like, okay, when's the next move? When's the next move? Don't make another move yet. Make one change. See if it impacts to the point where you get the eventual change that you want before you start throwing stuff around. So I love the trade and the fact that RJ's coming home. Another guy, like Sherm said, was kind of behind Julius Randle. That, like when he got the ball, sometimes RJ in New York, you could just tell, I haven't touched it in a while. I'm going to do something.
And they kind of occupy the same space. Both lefties want to bang, want to get inside first.
Go stand in the corner. It's my turn.
Yeah.
Right? And it's not happening in Toronto. You saw in the Memphis game, RJ gets downhill, man. He does not always settle for that jump shot. He takes the open ones when he has them, but a lot of times, man, he's looking to get downhill, looking to old school, get in the paint, make something happen in there.
All right, so you subtract OG, you add these two young players, you get what? You get two starters for one. So I think that's just amazing when you look at a trade. But Sherm, how do these guys affect the overall identity of this Raptors group? Because spacing was a big issue, and I think they kind of addressed that.
Well, they did in the fact that, you know, RJ's becoming a better shooter.
Yeah, the percentages don't fit now.
No, but you can see that he's shooting more confidently. You can see that he has the ability to make shots that need to be made.
Yep.
Whether he makes them all the time, that's going to come with future.
Plus free throws.
100%. And also, Immanuel Quickley, I mean, you look at RJ's numbers, he's been solid since he's come over. He's been a real good piece in this trade in terms of adding consistency to what they want. But Immanuel Quickley can hit the open three.
Yes, he can.
He can hit it off the pull-up.
Yep.
He can hit it in transition.
True.
He can hit it on the swing pass.
Testify.
He can score from the three-point line in so many ways, and he can shoot the thing.
Yeah.
That is a different element. The Raptors had that with Kyle, the ability to pull up in three and on three in transition. And I think that really impacts how defenses have to play you, because when a guy can shoot it like that, but yet if you get too close, he can turn the jets on and burn you and get to the basket and find teammates. Defenses have to do different things and try to accommodate what you can present. And that, to me, has opened the game up for Pascal, for Scotty, for all these other guys because of his quickness and his shooting ability.
Yeah.
All right. Well, all right. Time to go to Immanuel Quickley post-game.
Just obviously the basketball part is big, but just the whole organization is made it really easy, to be honest. Family environment, the way the guys have accepted me, showing me different things, coaches, trainers, everybody, top to bottom. This is a top-tier organization, so it makes it really easy for me, to be honest, the basketball part.
What do you feel like, who is anybody stepping up personally in terms of helping you? Is it the entire team? Is it coaching staff, like, all together? How is that transition exactly?
It's everybody. Players, there's a lot of vets on this team. Thad, Garrett, all the guys, really. And then the coaches. Darko, he pulled me aside while the game was going on and said, "You're not having fun, have fun." And so that was, I've never really had a coach do that. So it was.
Did that come before or after you decided to skip?
He told me that, then I started skipping.